Hey loves, welcome to another video of Cammy's Safe Space. If you are, of course, been rocking with me this entire time, I'm glad you're here. And if you are new, welcome. And I'm glad you're here as well. So y'all, so my favorite holiday is approaching, y'all. My favorite holiday is approaching. This is my favorite holiday. Like, I love Christmas, don't get me wrong, but I love Thanksgiving. I love the fact that family can get together and, you know, the food, the vibes, all that. I really do love, I love Thanksgiving. I really do. And I kind of go and be able to go all out for Thanksgiving. I enjoy the cooking, the smell of the food, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, when I am doing my Thanksgiving meal, by the time evening is rolling around, you're smelling the food, kids coming out, they're saying, is it done yet? I just put on my Christmas music. That's when I decide to put on my Christmas music. For some reason, as the, you know, time's been going past, like, I'm not gonna even lie, as the year's been going on, it's like, y'all starting this Christmas stuff earlier and earlier and earlier. You putting out everything in the stores earlier than usual. I'm like, damn, Christmas trees, like, I seen that in October. I'm like, Halloween ain't even came yet, ain't even passed yet. Y'all sitting here putting out the Christmas stuff already, but I am excited for that. I'm very excited for that, and I just want to say, you know, yeah, I put on my Christmas music the day that I am preparing my meal, but unfortunately, I work on Thanksgiving. As a matter of fact, that is my first day back to work on Thanksgiving. It's not my third day or my last day. That's my first day going back, so I will have a long week ahead of me. I can't, you know, stay up because usually we have a bonfire on Thanksgiving as well. So I can enjoy the bonfire, but I cannot stay up as late and enjoy the family as long. But overall, I have a whole plan for that. I have 2 days off before I go back to work on Thanksgiving. So that will be the days where I will be prepping most of my meals. The only meal that I am going to come home and cook directly when I walk in the door, well, after I freshen up and everything, because I'm not cooking anything in where I work, you know, in my work uniform, I'm not cooking anything. But after I freshen up and I come in and I cook, get ready to, I have to cook my, what is that called? My baked macaroni. So that's what I'm going to cook straight from, like, on that day. Everything else, my dressing and stuff like that, I am going to prep that and I'm going to put it in the refrigerator, and Michael is going to get up the next day and cook it. All he has to do is pop it in the oven and watch him cook it. That's about it. He's a great cook, so I am not worried about him doing most of the cooking on Thanksgiving Day, because he's basically just, at my greens, I'm going to cook the night before, pop them in the fridge, and then all he has to do is take them out and put them on the oven, put them on the oven, not the oven, put them on the stove, and let those cook. Let those warm up. That is it. Like, everything else, sweet potatoes, all that, all he has to do is pop things in the oven, basically. I will be the one to come home on him and peel my deviled eggs. I can come home and he can pop those in the refrigerator. I can come home, cut them, make them, and that's it. All I'm doing is preparing the deviled eggs and preparing my what's the name now? He's gonna take over. We're gonna have cowboy potatoes. We do want to have something on the table that, you know, his culture or whatnot, you know, white folks, you know, certain things that they cook or whatnot, and that will be the main thing that will be on the table. Because I'm not gonna lie, one time his auntie had came over for Thanksgiving and she bought some cowboy potatoes, and when I tell you she did her thing with them, she did her thing. So yes, I got the recipe to that. He's gonna cook the cowboy potatoes, and he's gonna cook the turkey. And if people, I used to be a person that did not like turkey, but when I tell you my husband's turkey is good, you'll eat it. If you never like turkey, never want to be bothered, you know, as black folks, we really don't have turkey at the table. We usually have, you know, the chicken or the Cornish hens and stuff like that at the table, and the ham and stuff. We have different other medley of meats besides turkey. We really don't fuck with turkey, but, you know, with him, you know, he wants turkey on Thanksgiving. I said, okay, that's fine. I'm probably not gonna touch it, but you can cook it. I don't, you know, he's a good cook. But when I taste that turkey and he use them injectors, he know what he doing. He know what he doing. Like, my daughter, yeah, don't even want, people don't want to give out the turkey on Thanksgiving. Don't want to give it to nobody but people in the house. That is it. That is all. But when I tell you his turkey is good, his turkey is good. So I just want to share my list with everybody and let y'all know what I am cooking for Thanksgiving. And y'all can leave in the comments what y'all cooking, what y'all doing for Thanksgiving. Do you have to work? Like, are you going to someone's house? Are you going to parents' house, auntie house, grandma house? What are you doing for Thanksgiving? Us, we invite, like, it's open house. If anybody wants to come over and get a plate, you know, come vibe with us, they can. But from what I'm seeing from, you know, my family don't live out here. So his family, I think his brother, he has to work. So 9 times out of 10, we're gonna take him a plate down there, take his wife and everything, the kids, you know, a plate over. But overall, we're not really having nobody over. Everybody is doing their own thing on Thanksgiving, and that's fine, because the more food for us, the merrier. So it is what it is with that. I don't know when the last time we had a Thanksgiving. I don't think we ever had anyone really come over here on Thanksgiving Day. But anywho, let me go on and pull out this Thanksgiving list and let y'all move on with y'all day. So we're gonna start off with the turkey. We are making turkey. I already told y'all that. He needs the turkey, he needs the Tony turkey injectors. I know y'all have seen them in Walmart, but that's what he used to get his flavor in his turkey. He needs a single apple, he needs a single white onion. Of course, he needs more chicken broth to make sure the turkey is good and moist. And even though the turkey is gonna make its own broth, but he wants to get more broth on it to make sure that it is nice and, you know, tender and moist. And of course, he needs butter. Now, if you hear the same ingredients over and over and over again, just know I'm getting most of these ingredients in bulk, because we're gonna need butter in various dishes. So, and next we're gonna cook the ham. Of course, I'm on the ham, and I use pineapple, of course, a jar of cherries, because that's just for decoration and whatnot. Nobody really eats that part. I think my daughter, she eats like the pineapples, but yeah. Of course, I need the brown sugar, and I need a can of Sprite. I'm going to honestly look on different places to like see different recipes, but my hand never really went wrong, so I don't think I'm going to be changing the recipe to that. The next is dressing. I always get nervous. I know a lot of people call it cornbread dressing, but in Chicago, we just call it dressing. But cornbread dressing, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about. With that, I always get nervous about, because I only cook it once a year. I never really cook it again. And I told myself I'm going to try to cook it for like different days, maybe like Easter or something like that, or different days, because throughout the year, because it's like I don't make it enough, and I make it once a year. And last year, dressing was good. The year before that, I think dressing was great. The year before that, something was off about it. The year before that, the first year, was good. So I just don't want to be a hit or miss type of person, and I get nervous when it comes to the dressing. But anywho, with the dressing, I'm going to need 10 boxes of Jiffy Mix cornbread. I'm going to need a package of chicken breasts. I'm going to need a green bell pepper, green onion, celery, 4 cans of cream of chicken. We're going to need eggs, sage, and of course cranberry sauce. I put that there because, you know, I'm going to make sure to get my cranberry sauce. And I think that's it. I'm going to go and look at different recipes to make sure, you know, how you go on search, and you make sure to put black people cornbread dressing, because you don't want to mess up. You don't want to mess up. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. And I'm going to look at different recipes to make sure that I put everything on that list that I'm supposed to put on here. But from what I'm gathering, I think this is everything that you're supposed to put in there. Oh yeah, and the chicken broth, of course. But with the chicken broth, I always like put chicken breast in there anyway. So from that chicken broth that I'm going to use from boiling the chicken, that's the chicken broth that's going to be made, and I'm going to put it in my dressing. So I don't necessarily need any chicken broth from like the store or whatnot, because I'm going to use it. Okay. Okay, next is collard greens. Of course, I need some type of smoked meat. I haven't decided on what smoked meat I should use. If you guys know in the comments which one I should use, let me know. And I don't cook collard greens enough. I only cook them for Thanksgiving, so I'm a little nervous on that as well. But And I never fail on it. I'm not gonna lie, I never fail. And I know this one thing that I didn't put on here is the apple cider vinegar. That's really important. So the smoked meat, and I'm also gonna need a chicken broth, like 2 cartons of chicken broth. And I'm also going to need some apple cider vinegar. So when I tell you I'm a little nervous about fixing this. I am a little nervous, but I think I'm gonna do okay. And next is the baked mac. I'm gonna use 2 boxes of elbow mac. Of course, chicken broth, cream cheese, sour cream, heavy cream. And the blocks of cheeses that I'm going to use is sharp cheddar, pepper jack, Monterey Jack, and Kobe Jack. And yes, I'm going to use the block cheese. Like the shredded, I really don't mind, but your macaroni does taste better when you use the block cheese and you grate that cheese. So that is the plan with that. The next will be the sweet potatoes. Of course, I need a single orange. I need vanilla extract, brown sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg, and butter. This time I'm going to try my hardest, my damnedest, to follow my dad's recipe and make sweet potatoes from scratch, because sometimes I cheat and say, forget it, I'm going to use some out the can, I'm going to put that shit together, and I'm going to call it a day. I really do not want to do that. I have to buy an abundance of sweet potatoes because I am making maybe 4 sweet potato pies, and I'm making 2, and I never made these before. I'm making 2 cheesecake sweet potato pies. So with that being said, I never made it before. I saw it. It can't be that hard. I'm gonna let Rihanna do the cheesecake part. I'm of course gonna do the sweet potato part because I'm already gonna have that mixture ready for the sweet potato pies, and I'm just gonna layer that on top of her cheesecake, cook it, and that shit's gonna have to sit there for 24 hours. So I'm going to make my pies the first day I'm off. The second day I'm going to prepare and pre-prep everything else, so you can pop it in the oven the next day. So yeah, that is that sweet potato pie. Of course, I need sweet potatoes, nutmeg, cinnamon. I need some what is this? It's carnation milk and condensed milk. Is that the same shit? Somebody said that in a video. Let me know, because I really don't know. I don't bake and shit that much. I don't know. But anyway, brown sugar, white sugar, vanilla extract, lemon extract. Of course, I said the sweet condensed milk, the carnation milk, and unsalted butter, eggs, and of course the pie crust. And I need 3 packs, and they come in a 2 pack. So I need those. And yes, those are what I'm going to make. 4 sweet potato pies, cheesecake sweet potato pies, and I'm going to make, what's that called again? Shit, banana pudding. So that will be the, what's the name? The desserts. So the banana pudding, I'm sorry y'all, I don't know how to make that shit from scratch, and I'm not going to start on Thanksgiving Day. I'm sorry. Don't keep me. But the instant pudding pack, which is 2 boxes, the banana pudding, the banana pack, I need milk, of course, Cool Whip, sweet condensed milk, and I think I need cream cheese for this too. I didn't put that down. And vanilla wafer cookies. So that's what I'm going to use for that, but I'm probably going to make that the day of. I'm probably going to make the pudding before I leave so it can be nice and chilled. And when I come home, that takes no time to lay that together because I don't want no sourdough cookies. Not no real like. I might put another cookie in there as well. And next is the cowboy potatoes, which consist of red potatoes, green onion, bacon, sour cream, and ranch. And of course the deviled eggs, which only consist of a few ingredients because right here I have the seasonings and miscellaneous items, which I need the chicken bouillon powder, I need onion powder, I got this on twice, bouillon powder. I need garlic powder, paprika, poultry seasoning, thyme. I need the sugars, white and brown, mayo, dill relish, mustard. So I'm need a slew of things, and there's probably a few things that I am missing on here. I'm trying to make sure that I don't miss anything. Due to the government shutdown, you know, they're giving us our stuff in installments. We're gonna make sure that we have everything for the family to eat. And I also want to get things little by little for Thanksgiving. So I'm definitely going to get my ham and my turkey and those injectors. Like, that is very important. And a few things for the ham. Like, I use the pineapple. I don't use I don't use fresh pineapple for that. Like, I use the pineapple in the can and get the cherries. That's one thing that I want to move along and get out the way. And when I get paid, I'm going to go in and get a few things like the cornbread mix, all my items, like my dry items. I want to go and I want to get those and get that out the way. And all my cold items, which my greens and celery and all that type of stuff, I know I would have to get that around the week of Thanksgiving, which probably will be the day that I'm on my way coming home from work. I'm going to go ahead and just grab that shit. So yeah, that is the plan with that, child. Thanksgiving is a very special holiday for me. I am really excited about it, and I cannot wait for it. I don't know how do y'all feel about Thanksgiving? Like, leave me something in the comments, you know, Thanksgiving, what you're doing for Thanksgiving, where you're going for Thanksgiving, if you're doing anything, whether you're working, not working, you're gonna get a plate from work, you're gonna, you know, just lay back, you just, you know, what are your plans? Because I am so excited. Like, I'm sorry, I'm a big back and I love eating. I know Thanksgiving is more than just about eating that plate, just enjoying that plate, but it is also about being surrounded around the people that you love and you cherish the most, you know, and thankful for what you have in life, even if it's just a little. Just thankful for the people that you are surrounded by in life. Thankful that you may have a job, even though it's not the ideal job that you want. You know, just thankful for your good health, and even if you are in bad health, thankful that you are still alive and you're able to go to a doctor. Just thankful for everything. Thankful that God will wake you up that morning. Just thankful for everything. So I appreciate y'all. Of course, you're gonna get a video with me around the house cooking, but that's later on. Of course, around Thanksgiving, I will show y'all more videos to come, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.